Hello, everyone, and welcome to today's episode. I am Tim Praise, and I'm so much excited to have you with me today. Wherever you are watching me from, this is Jesus Life Music International. Today, we are going to be having a special discussion on a particular topic. And so, therefore, if you know you are an upcoming musician, this video is one you can't forget to miss. So, in going forward, kindly subscribe to our YouTube channel, give us a follow on Instagram, on Facebook, and all other social media platforms. Also, don't forget to like, comment, and share this video. Now, let's dive in. In today's video, the topic we are discussing about is, are music labels completely obsolete? Are music labels completely obsolete, or are record labels completely obsolete? Now, what do we mean by music labels being completely obsolete? In other words, we can say, are music labels being outdated, or has it expired? Do we still need music labels at the moment? Now, let's dive in. So, for many years, getting signed by a record label was considered the ultimate goal, the ultimate dream for every musician. Getting signed by a record label was considered the ultimate dream for every artist, in such a way that if you don't have a record label, or if you are not being signed by a record label, your music, your project, and everything wouldn't go anywhere. It will remain at where you are. But today, what do we see? With the help of TikTok, YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, Spotify, Audiomack, artists are asking, do we still need record labels? That's the question on board. So if you have your thoughts, kindly leave your thoughts in the comment section. At the end of the video, we are going to be happy with you watching us. So now, let's dive in again. So let's understand what record label is. We can't just say our music labels or our record labels completely absolute. We have to understand the concept. Why are we bringing this up? What do we mean by record label? What do we mean by music labels? So now, traditionally or simply, a music label or a record label is a company or an organization that support artists, that support musicians, either by producing music, by recording songs, by promoting, by marketing, or simply investing into an artist's career. Yes, you heard me right. I said music label is a company or an organization that are into supporting artists. They are into managing people who are into music ministry. They either give you contract, they either work on you directly by giving you money or by supporting you financially, or they promote your music. So gone are the days before your music can go viral or your music can reach millions of people, you got no choice than to subscribe or than to sign with a record label. But today, with TikTok, with all other social media platforms, an artist can sit at his comfort zone and upload his music on a platform. And within a short period of time, it will go viral. Within a short period of time, it will be exploring and people will enjoy the music without even being supported or distributed by a record label. Now, labels control radio stations, TV channels, CDs, and distributions. Without them, becoming famous was extremely very difficult. That is back then. At first, if you don't have a record label, then becoming famous, becoming popular was very, very difficult, because they were those controlling the media platforms, they were controlling radio stations, they were controlling TV stations, and all other platforms that has to do with distributions of music. But today, just I said, with the help of social media, the labels have been reduced. How the demand of music labels or record labels have been reduced to a particular point. Though it is not outdated, but it is a question I want you to put your thoughts in the comment section. Music labels are not outdated. They are reduced. The value of music labels have been reduced because of social media, and you can testify to that fact. Now, we are in the digital revolution. The digital revolution. I want to share with you something. So please kindly just give us a follow, like I mentioned earlier on, for you to get more videos from Jesus Live Music International. Thank you. So we are now in a digital revolution. Everything changed with the internet. Yes, everything has changed. Absolutely, everything has changed. What we used to do at first, we don't do it. You can, in the beginning, maybe an artist will have to move from wherever he is to a record label or to someone who is managing him for anything that has to do with music, for them to do their production or for them to do their video or their music or their recording. But this time around, what do we see? Internet is there. You can use your smartphone. There are apps that one can even go and download and record the music without even paying a peso. The use of your little data, you can upload music on any platform and it will reach millions of people. Have you been asking yourself this question? So why do we still need music labels? Do we still need them? Are they expired? Are they obsolete? Have they come to an end? No. A music label is someone can be you and it can be me. If I decide to pick up an artist and manage the artist, I becomes a label. If I decide to pick a group of people who are singing and managing them financially, marketing their product, and also helping their music reach millions of people, then I become their label. So that is what we call music labels. But it has changed in the digital resolution. So now, there are some specific apps I want to mention. We have Spotify, we have Apple Music, we have AudioMac, we have Boomplay, YouTube Music. They can promote your music. These apps can actually promote a singer or, uh, let me say, an artist or a gospel or a musician without the person being like paying anything. And within a short period of time, the person can earn money either through streaming on the platforms, and the person will sit at where he is and make money instead of paying a money to a label or getting signed with a label to promote your music. You can do it yourself. That is why we are now in the digital revolution. Now, does that mean labels are useless? If we are now in the digital revolution, are we trying to say that labels are now useless? No. Come closer. Labels are not useless. They are still very, very important. They are still very, very useful in this time or even in this generation. So, not exactly music labels or record labels, they are not useless. They are not useless. I'll give you and I'll prove you the right point to defend the question or the statement saying music labels are not useless. So record labels still offer many valuable benefits. They provide large marketing budgets, industry connection, professional teams, playlist placement, international exposure, legal support, career management. This is to tell us that if you are an artist and then you sign with a record label, it is very easy for you to get a contract. It is very easy for you to get connections even outside your continent. That is why we still need record labels. So no matter the kind of music you produce, no matter who you are, no matter the ground you have started, music labels are something or is something that you can't do away with. If you are an artist, an upcoming musician, don't run away from music labels because simply they can connect you to higher stage. They can connect you to higher platforms. And then from there, you start picking up. Yes, you get what I'm saying. So now let's move forward. The most important lesson we have to learn. There's a lesson out of this. Jesus Life Music International, we bring you what will benefit you. We bring you what will feed your soul spiritually and also physically. So one of the biggest mistakes many artists make is signing contracts without understanding them. If you are an artist and then you sign contract with a record label, now you have to understand the contract. You need to know the kind of contract you are signing with the person or with the company, with that organization. If not, you will produce songs, quality music, quality songs, and then none of them will be yours. It will be managed by someone. It will be managed by someone who is your label or the organization that is your label. So, as an artist or as a music minister, as a singer, you need to understand the contract. You need to understand the label, the contract that you are signing in before entering. So, others receive quick money upfront but lose the right to their music for many years. That is what I just said. So if you're someone who signed into a contract or a music contract and then you don't understand it, you can actually get money instantly. But in the future, days to come, the music you produce that blesses people's life won't be yours. So now think twice before signing a contract to a music label or with a music label. It is not just a wish. Don't just wish to sign, but you have to think twice. You have to learn. You have to study very well about the music label or the record label you are signing your contract with. So ownership matters. You have to understand something also that ownership matters. Ownership matters. If I produce my songs and at the end of the day I don't own the song, come on, does that make sense? No, you have to fight for your own right. You have to fight for your own responsibility. What belongs to you must be yours. You don't have to say because of money. Because of today, 10 pesos, you will lose 100,000 cities tomorrow. No, you have to think twice before signing a record label with something. All right. So now, understanding contract matters. Long-term success is often more valuable than a short-term payment. If you suffer for a long and enjoy at the end, it's better than you enjoying at the moment and suffer for the rest of your life. Yes. If you're an artist, you get signed to a company or to a music label which you understood very well, very, very well. You are going there are going there's going to be so many challenges on the way. You won't benefit enough, but once you have understanding about the label you have signed in the contract into in the future days to come, you are going to benefit a lot from this. So now we have an example, a historical example that I wanted to share. There was this gospel musician that we call Ray Charles. Ray Charles taught us a lot as musicians. So therefore, if you know you are an artist, you can kindly search on his story, and you know that this man was more than a music minister. He was more than an artist. He was someone who fought for his own right. Yes. So let's read more about Ray Charles. So Ray Charles changed music history for a long time now. When he came into the industry, he really changed the music industry. He changes the history behind the music ministry. He fought for ownership of his master's recording at a time when very few artists had that privilege. So in the time of Ray Charles, a lot of ministers or a lot of musicians weren't getting much time. They weren't getting time to own anything or to even do recordings just like that. It was a privilege. But Ray Charles stood on his feet and he fought for the recordings of his master, and then he gained success. He was someone who succeeded through, he even though he himself and his family were like they benefited financially throughout the stage or the step he took. Yes. So now his story reminds us that artists should think beyond fame. Fame isn't just something that we should look for if we are in the music industry. We have to consider beyond fame. If you are a music minister or if you are a singer, an artist, think beyond fame, because the fame that you can get today can have just a short lifespan and it will end within a moment. But if you have imaginations beyond the fame, you are going to enjoy a lot in the music ministry. So now, this is our final thought. So, are music labels completely outdated? That is still the question. We are still on it. I hope you are getting me, and I hope you have plan to put your concerns or your thoughts about this question in the comment section, and we will be blessed having it. So no, my answer is no. You have your own answer. That's why I say you should put it in the comment section. The answer I will give to the question is no. Music labels or record labels, they are not completely outdated. They are not completely obsolete. Music labels are still very, very useful in this time, even though we are in the digital revolution. So now, today, artists have come, they have more freedom than ever before. Whether you choose to stay independent or sign with a label, make informed decisions, build your evidence, protect your rights. Artists are having a full control of their own songs. They have a full freedom, whether they have a music label, sorry, whether they have signed with record label or they didn't sign with record label, they are moving in freedom because we are in the digital resolution. And then those who are wise will sign with a record label and it will connect them to bigger platforms. So as I said earlier on, so you have to invest in your craft. If you are just a music minister or an artist, that is a talent God has given you. It's not everybody that can pick the microphone and say hallelujah and sing songs to the glory of God and people will be blessed. But God has given it to you and then He has blessed you. You have to invest in it. You have to actually invest in the craft or in the knowledge, in the talent the Lord has blessed you with. And don't forget, look beyond fame because fame may end today. But if you give your all into the music with all your heart, you are going to benefit in the day to come. So now, call to action. What do we do? Now that we know that music label is something that we can't do away with, now that we know that music label is something that has to do with our own life, that can support and help us both spiritually, financially, physically, and mentally. Because when you have a label, addition to the knowledge you have about digital resolution, you are going to go far in the music industry. or in the music ministry. So thank you so much for listening. If you enjoyed today's episode, don't forget to like. Yes, it is very important. Like the video, comment, and share to every other person you know this can be useful to. And then at the end, last but not the least, I would like you to go on our webpage or our website on YouTube, on all social media platforms, and make a donation in Jesus Life Music International, and also make a donation in Gorilla Nature Inc. This is a two collaboration programs or organization that has come together, bringing you this video, and then we present to people. We save life. We care about a lot of people, so therefore your donation matters. Your little amount can reach out to thousands of people, and the Lord will bless you. Hi, see you in another episode. God bless you.